Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a collective oracle and affirmations for today. Today is Sunday, November 30th, 2025. You can feel me in the talk, the tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates. It all might resonate. It's affirmations. We're going to use the Urban Crow Oracle by M.J. Cullinane. Cullinane. I never know if I'm pronouncing it right, but I try. Ooh. We got 2 on the table. Let's do 2 more shuffles. Okay, I just did an oracle and affirmations, and it kind of had a dark undertone. And now this is going to have a dark undertone. What is going on? Is it because of the snow? Is that what it is? Last shuffle. Look at that. How did the... catching, influence, and bottom of the deck, trickery. Feminine, masculine, take out, resonates, doesn't matter. Someone was on some bullshit. Let me just say that with this trickery card, with the caching and the influence, somebody was hiding the fact that they're trying to influence somebody else. And look at that. Like you see the crow hiding those little whatever, and then you look at this picture and you see one underneath there. And the crow's like, someone could have been trying to steer someone in a different direction. Could this be away from love? Yes. Could it be towards different love? Yes. Could it be anything? Yes. People will try and influence other people for a multitude of reasons. It doesn't always have to be about love. And somebody's trying to hide that. Like they're trying to cover their tracks. Like, oh no, I didn't say anything to so and so. Oh no, I know you were applying for that position. I didn't tell Tim to go apply for that position, even though you're my best friend. Like it's that kind of vibe. And that's just an example, but because it literally could be everything, anything and everything. And I feel like a nervousness in my stomach, which is interesting because for the last 3 days I've been eating like a pig. I've been snacking a lot, so I felt full. Right now I feel nervous. Like there's something about this person feels nervous. Like if they fucked you over, like they're afraid of you finding out that they fucked you over. And I think what's even more important here is if they influenced another person and that person isn't you and it's someone else, they're even more afraid of that person finding out. And can I tell you, I would be too. I would be too. Because let's go back to that scenario where my friend tells me, "Oh no, I didn't realize you were going to go for that position. I didn't know when I told Tim to go for that position." So let's say me and this other person and Tim are all friends. And I say, "Hey, I'm going to go for so and so promotion." And they're all like, "Oh, okay, whatever, blah, blah, blah." Like they're paying attention, they're not paying attention. However, that person was paying attention and they're like, I don't think you'd be good in that, but Tim would be good in that. So I'm going to talk to him about it in a week. So a week later, this friend tells Tim, "Hey, I think you should go for that promotion. I think you would be awesome." That person should be completely afraid of what Tim will do when he realizes that that person tried to steer them in a direction that they just shouldn't. They tried to exert their influence. Like Because here's the thing. You are now putting that person in an awkward position, right? Forget about me. Think about Tim. Like that person just put Tim in an awkward position. And if Tim finds out, oh, Kim was going to go for that job, why didn't you say something? I wouldn't have gone for that. Like she'd be perfect. She has the credentials, blah 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 blah. Tim has every right to walk away from that friendship. Every fucking right to back out the door and be like, nope, don't want anything to do with you. This person, whoever this is, they might be afraid of you finding out something. If you're not that other person, they should be afraid of that other person finding out something. Because that other person, I don't know if this person like has a temper per se, but somebody is really worried about what somebody is going to do to them when they find out. It kind of, if you watch other readers and you watch readers that deal with a lot of like hoodoo voodoo and dark magic and stuff, and they talk about witches and warlocks and stuff a lot, and spell casting and inheritance and stealing people's destinies and all that stuff. If you watch readers like that, I think you understand where I'm going with this. And I'm not saying that that's what this has to be. I'm just saying it gives the vibe of like somebody's gonna realize that they fucked them over to fuck over somebody else, and it's gonna be one of those situations where whoever this person is that created this fuckery, this BS, this bullshit, they're gonna be like sitting quiet in a corner, huddled up against themselves, because they're gonna be afraid of what that person is gonna do to them. Like, are they gonna put a curse on me? Are they gonna, throw some voodoo at me? And again, I'm just using that as an example, but it's real. Like somebody is really scared of somebody else's reaction when they find out that they tried to fuck around in their situation. Because let me say this, if it was me, like if I was the Tim character, right? And someone told me to go do something, and I found out later on they told me to go do it on purpose so that it would fuck up our mutual friend, that would be it for me. I'd be like, your ass is out the door. Like, I don't want to have anything to do with you. Would it be heartbreaking? Would it be horrible? Would it be hard? Yes. But I don't put up with shit like that. And whoever this person is, this person that's hiding this shit, they know. They know if that person finds out, their ass is grass. Their ass is grass. And it could even be too, because they know that whoever that person is, that's an upright person. Like that's someone on the level. Like they don't fuck around and find out. They're not into bullshit. They don't like fucking other people over. Like that person is someone that lives like an honest life. They do what they need to do for themselves. They help others, like that kind of thing. And if they find out that somebody tried to screw over another person through them, a lot of heavy energy this morning on a Sunday, no less. Somebody might be dealing with this tomorrow morning. If you work in like an office setting or a warehouse or anywhere, honestly, retail, it doesn't matter. Like somebody might be dealing with something like this tomorrow. Because it kind of gives off like, hey, just so you know, this is happening. You might encounter this. You might finally see it. And something about the color like forest green, like a dark, deep green. Okay. Like these kind of greens down here, like these dark greens. Towards the bottom, they're like almost black, but you can tell there's green down there. Something about dark green. I don't know if it's a truck. I don't know if it's a garage. I don't know. if it's clothing, because I saw like a truck and a garage in the background, and then a person like with a heavy coat on. Maybe it's the heavy coat, but then I just and it was like I'm seeing it like in black and white, but I heard the word green and then I heard dark green. So I don't know. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there because this is. I don't know if it's the person that that is hiding their influence, the fact that they influence someone, or if it's the person that finds out. But there's some kind of like not like a panic attack, but like when you're short of breath, when you're not asthma per se, but like what is that? What hyperventilating? Like somebody might hyperventilate because they might get so upset that they were used to like hurt somebody else, to fuck somebody else over. Like they're gonna get upset. That is what's gonna make them angry. That's what's gonna make them angry and make them turn on this person that's hiding shit. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. I hope it resonated for somebody. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope if anything you were entertained. And I will talk to you all later. Bye.